Thank you for your responses. Today, I'm making a different video pertaining to jurisprudence. It's a new concept, and one of the viewers asked me about grund norm. Through this, I'll explain you a new concept, a new idea, which might give you a thinking point. Today, I'm going to start with grund norm, through which I'll tell you and introduce a new idea, a new concept for you all to understand law easily, and that new concept is filmatic jurisprudence. So let's start with grund norm. What grund norm means? Grund norm, this idea was introduced by Kelsen. What Kelsen actually meant by grund norm was that grund norm is a rule behind a rule. So as per my interpretation, see, you may agree or disagree with my interpretation, but I'll try to explain to you in the easiest way possible. As per my knowledge, a rule behind a rule means a reasoning behind a rule, because every rule has a backing behind it, why it is being made. Henceforth, as far as grund norm is concerned, so when there is a rule behind a rule, that is grund norm. So now coming to your point, that how can we relate it to films? See, films are made for the society. People watch them, and it is made for the citizens of a country. Similarly, law is made for the people of the country, and it is for them to follow it. Henceforth, there is a close link between law and films, and I'll explain it to you how. When a film is made, it has many aspects behind it and many reasons behind it why it is being made. Henceforth, the grund norm of a film, it can be entertainment most of the times, or it can be any other teaching or a moral lesson, or a film created by a director, by any other person, may have a grund norm as per you, what you think. It may be your idea on an existing film. When you watch a film, it is your understanding, your perception, and your relativity, that how you interpret it, and that is your grund norm regarding a film. I'll explain it further through few examples. One of the recent films, that was Manikarnika. It was a fantastic film released a few days back, wherein it has been shown how women in older times, it was the Queen of Jhansi, how she took the throne and she controlled the chaotic situation and took the proper measures. Now at this point of time in 2019, this film was a much needed film, wherein in Delhi, I can talk about Delhi because I'm living here, there are a plethora of cases lined up in district courts related to 498A, violence against women, domestic violence, maintenance cases. So through this film, at this point of time, it is very much important that this message should be spread, that yes, women are there for us to respect them. They are there at par with us. They are not something which we should suppress them. Through this film, the atrocities against women, they can go down. And we can draw a link between the existing cases in the courts right now and that particular film, Manikarnika. And this film very beautifully gives us an idea that women should be given professional responsibilities. If women are given professional responsibilities, it will actually help them. It will bring them to a higher pedestal, and we as a society will respect them more. Another film which was released last year, Mulq, starring Rishi Kapoor. It was a fantastic film, wherein it was shown how a family is kept away from the society. They are ignored, a particular family. But it is not an offense. Then what is it? Then there was the illegal use of power by the IPS officer, how he killed the person. Now, was that correct? Who is responsible for his killing? Is this use of power correct? These questions are asked. Then there was the other issue wherein the brother of Rishi Kapoor, who was facing that custodial interrogation and trial, and during that course he died due to the inhuman conditions which he was facing. Who is responsible for his death? These are the questions which are raised, which give you actually thinking points. These questions do not have a definite answer. Jurisprudence does not define anything. Jurisprudence does not give you black and white answers. but it yes gives you thinking points. And similarly, these films and other films also, they give you thinking points, and you as a lawyer or a law student should start thinking that way. Kelsen has given few ideas which I'll discuss with you. He admitted that grand norm is a concept which is founded outside law. That is very important. So when it is founded outside law, then we can find it in films. Films are outside law. So we can find that grand norm in films till the time they are giving us thinking points. And Kelsen, another point raised by him was very important, which he said that there must not be a total disregard to grand norm. Now that is very important. That we cannot completely disregard a grand norm. So what does this mean? That if when we are treating a film as a grand norm, then we cannot completely accept it, absolutely. But yes, this has to be kept in mind that we cannot completely deny it. So as per our understanding and as per our benefit individually and benefit for the whole of the country, we should interpret these films and keep drawing a close link between law and films. Therefore, I come to my core issue right now, which is that students should first watch a film and then they should read a law. Right now it does happen, vice versa it happens that we as students read law and then we might watch a film and it might be relative. But please try watching films and then you read law. It'll actually raise the level of understanding and raise the level of legal system as a whole. Right now I'm stressing this point because today in times of technology, we have the accessibility to watch movies at the touch of our mobile phones. We touch it and we can play any movie right now. We should use this technology in our favor. India should use this technology to improve the legal system of our country. Also, the other important point which I at the end tell you, that when you are watching a film, try to interpret each scene. Interpreting here is not very difficult, but yes, it is not so easy. When you are watching a film, don't just watch it. Try to understand it. And yes, at some level, at a lower level, when you are watching a film, then if that film does not show you the expected scenes which you feel are correct, then it becomes a flop film. And if it is as per your expectation or it surprises you as per your surprises, then it becomes a hit film. So there is a very thin line between when it becomes a flop or a hit. So please don't go by a film which is a hit or a flop, because it is a collective decision of the audience. You decided accordingly. So how to interpret it? When you're watching a scene, try opening your thinking caps and think, is it possible? Can't this be done? How will it help the law? Couldn't this next scene be like this? When you keep doing like this, as a lawmaker or as a law student or as a filmmaker, collectively both of the things will help each other and henceforth raise the level of legal system of India. Thank you so much. This is my new concept. I'll try uploading more videos regarding it. Please do share your comments and your suggestions how we can create more better videos pertaining to filmatic jurisprudence. Thank you so much.